Hi everyone. So my name is Tung. I've been looking forward to share this live training with you because I've been so excited to just the next level of your weight loss journey. And in this live training, I'm actually going to share advice for you guys who are the heaviest weight you ever been and you tried everything to lose the weight, but you're not losing weight no matter what the fuck you're doing. So what I really want to do is just help you get out of this rut. And this is basically just how to lose weight and keep it off so you can have a fuckload of energy, but also be feeling very healthy and have confident, have more energy to do all the things that you've been missing out on in your life. And my name is Tung, and I'm the founder of the program How to Lose Weight and Keep It Off. And you can see on this picture, this is me when I was at my heaviest weight too, being very lean, losing a lot of weight. That's around 40 pounds, but I'll get into that later. So let's just start out. So, what you'll be learning from me in this training is I'll share the exact strategies I've used to lose the 60 pounds or 30 kilos in 8 months, and I kept it off for 12 years. So, I'm so excited to share what kind of tools that I have for you guys. And first of all, you're going to learn about how important nutrition is because if you're not aware of what you are fueling your body with, you are feeling sluggish, you don't have so much focus at work, and it makes you realize that you're just not confident when you talk with clients and doing presentations. And you can also eat the foods that you love. So that's really good. You don't need to follow like some shit diet where you're only eating soup or drinking water. And I'll also get into the fundamentals of how to weight train correctly. So you're actually knowing exactly how weight training affects your weight loss and how cardio and steps are going to accelerate you losing weight and keep it off. So that's a very exciting topic. And lastly, I want to cover tracking your weight loss because if you don't know your starting point, if you're not knowing where your set point is and you want to keep progressing every single time, there's just not, it's not helpful to understand what you should adjust on your weight loss journey. So that's why I will cover that. So you are here because you maybe just know me from social media or in real life. But if you are here, I want to be very specific about who this program is for and this life class is for. You are the heaviest weight you've ever been. You tried everything to lose the weight, but you're not losing weight no matter what you're doing. And you feel so frustrated that you're going from yo-yo dining to binge eating. You work several hours a week and you do a fuckload of cardio, which just makes you feel frustrated because you're not seeing any changes. And your health is at risk because you've been gaining weight steadily and you have maybe pre-diabetes or you actually have diabetes right now and other heart diseases, which is just frustrating. And you being overweight has also impacted your life in a way that you feel more breathless when you're at work or when you're just taking the fucking stairs. Or it also affects your confidence when you're talking with clients at work because you feel like your appearance is just not the best that you can present to them. You feel not so confident in the clothes. And because of that, that also you have a mental barrier around yourself that holds you back from actually expressing who you truly are. And you know you are very competent, but it doesn't show, it doesn't translate to how your clients are viewing you. And you being at your highest weight also makes you feel that you're waking up and you feel very stressful about your life because you keep getting invitations from friends who are asking you to go out, but you feel like you're holding yourself back because you're just embarrassed how you look in the picture. You look pictures of yourself, you don't like what you see, you're disgusted, you don't like anything about it. So you just really want to make a change right now and pull your shit together. So in this live training, I am going to share strategies how you can finally understand the fundamentals of nutrition, calories, and macros, and just eating foods you really enjoy so it doesn't feel like you're dieting, and also about weightlifting, cardio, steps, and also just how that will going to help you lose the weight. And tracking is going to be great. So this is a very action and value packed training. So I want you guys to just shut your fucking phone down because at the end of the day, if you're are very committed to making a change because you heard about all these symptoms of what you experience right now in your weight loss journey and you really want to make a change, just make sure that you're prioritizing yourself and taking notes because this is going to help you a lot. So I'm pumped for this. So there are two types of people. The first people, you have seen them all. They go to the gym every single week for years. They've been working out 4 or 5 times a week. They are talking with people all the time. They're taking one set. They are waiting 10 minutes to talk with some, and that's fucking hilarious because if you're really into the gym and you're complaining that you're overweight and your doctor is bitching about you every single visit, you should also understand that you're in the gym for a certain amount of time to work and perform. And of course, I'm not saying that you cannot say hi to people, but what I just want to say that you have a workout plan where you have all the exercises scheduled and you know exactly how much rest you have. Because at the end of the day, if you're still overweight and fat and not liking what you see, you need to change. And the other people are people who actually lost the weight, who actually seek mentorship from someone who have actually been there where they really want to be. And through that, this mentor can share the advice in regards to workout, dieting, mindset to lose the weight in a sustainable way and keep it off. Because at the end of the day, people just want results. We don't want to fuck around and waste our time and money and energy. We're not getting that back. You're not getting time back because you're just getting older and your kids, maybe you enjoy hanging out with your kids, but if they're growing older as well very fast, you are not able to be there to play with them. And that really sucks. So I definitely want you guys to stick around because if you really want to lose the weight right now and you've invested so many dollars into sessions with personal trainers, but you just fed up with that and you really want to learn about the fundamentals of how to weight train correctly and what to eat so you can create your own workout and meal plans, eating the foods you love and track your own progress and create healthy habits and exercise to actually change your mindset so you can lose the weight for good and keep it off. And also by doing this, you're going to improve your health in so many ways that you can go out and hike as you used to playing sports without feeling breathless. And you can also just be more confident at work when you talk with clients and do all these presentations and probably and also getting promotions because your boss just see how competent you are. And you also have a lot more, you have a fuckload of energy to do things, fun things after work instead of just sitting in your couch and slowly dying. And I definitely want you guys to just leave this masterclass like this way is the door because if you're already at a place where you are tall, muscular, you feel very healthy, you have no health issues at all, and you're not struggling with your BMI being too high or your obesity, this is not for you. And if you're someone who thinks that weight loss pills, injections from Ozempic is going to cut it to help you lose the weight and keep it off for good, and you want to rely on these shitty products, I don't want you guys to be here because it's a waste of time. It's not sustainable because you're paying out of your pocket every single month and you don't know the fundamentals of how to like lose the weight and keep it off and make it sustainable. And if you're just at the beginning of your weight loss journey where you've not tried a bunch of shit, where you're not feeling frustrated, you've not experienced yo-yo dieting, binge eating for years, you're not feeling this vicious cycle where you're just stuck, this is not for you. And this is also not for people who don't prioritize their health because they're just feeling like they have a lot of things going on in their life right now, and it's not the right time for you to actually take action. So I urge you not to be here. And I also only want people who have the urgency to really make this matter right now because if I always ask people, why do you want to change and what are you going to miss out on if you are not changing in a year? And if you are telling me that I don't miss out on anything, then I just say, see you later and or see you never. So if you are missing out on a lot of things, this is definitely for you. And of course, I don't want to have people here on this masterclass who are not open to suggestions because if you feel like what you're doing right now is working, why the fuck should I give you some advice? And I don't want you to waste your time listening to me if what you're doing is working. And if you feel like you are just lazy to make any changes, you should definitely not be here. And I also don't want people who are just trying to lose weight and look like a skinny ass model from the 90s. I want people who are interested in building a tall muscular body because at the end of the day, if you don't have a lot of muscle mass on you and you are like a skinny person, there's a higher chance for you guys to just getting pushed or there's nothing that's holding you back from getting injured. So the more muscle and healthy you are and strong, the less injury you will experience. So I also want you guys to just stay into the end because I have a lot of great tactics for you guys. And before I do anything, I just want to share my weight loss journey and what makes me qualify that I actually know what the fuck I'm talking about because I've been through a lot of shit just trying to get to where I am right now. Okay. So when you see here on the left side, that was me. I'm talking from experience when I was at my heaviest weight ever. I tried every single fucking thing to lose the weight. I was working out like a madman 5, 6 times a week. I was doing a fuckload of cardio. I was doing so much cardio. I had pain in my knees because of being so intense and driven by that. I was actually a couple of days I was like eating healthy foods, but then I was just fed up and just binge eating, and I was kept in this vicious cycle for several years, and I was so frustrated about it because I was putting in so much effort, but I'm not seeing any results, and that made me just realize how miserable I am not only because of that, but how it affected my personal life. For example, I have health issues because the more weight you're putting on, the difficult it is to breathe, and you're just let's say you are a very sporty person in your younger years, like playing soccer, but you're feeling more breathless because of that, and just going for walks makes you feel like you have to catch your breath. And it also impacted my work experience when I was talking with clients and I didn't have so much confidence because I was feeling not comfortable in my clothes. And it made me realize that, damn, if I don't do anything right now, probably I'm going to get more sick and probably my boss is going to fire me because of sick days, or I'm never going to getting more business opportunities or career opportunities to accelerate my career because I was just so ambitious. And if you are a very ambitious person, just like myself, and be in this stuck situation where you're plateauing, man, that's fucking frustrating. But one day I just said, man, I fucking hate this shit. I hate just missing out on dates with people that I truly deserve and just not going out with people because I was just not liking what I was seeing in the mirror. So I just invested into the national champion in bodybuilding, and after 2 months, I lost 20 pounds. After 6 months, I lost 40 pounds, as you can see from these pictures. And I was just blown away seeing how fast my body could change and how ripped I got and more toned and muscular. So this is what can happen if you're actually studying under people who know what the fuck they're talking about. And after that, I learned that I could do more. So what I did was actually lean bulking to build more muscle mass, just being a slight calorie surplus to build enough muscle mass without gaining too much weight. And after that, I went on a mini diet where I was in a small calorie deficit for 4 weeks, and that enabled me to build a tall muscular body, as you can see right here. So in total, I lost 60 pounds in 8 months and kept it off, well, 13 years now, 12, 13 years. So you can do a lot of things. So since I've achieved that body, I am so excited that I finally feel proud and confident in how I looked in the mirror. This is some of the pictures from my life when I'm working out. I feel like I have a lot of confidence and I'm just oozing with that. I'm more relaxed. compared to before because I don't care what people thinking about me. And I'm also able to wear clothes where I feel confident and comfortable when I'm talking with people and also taking pictures with other people. So that makes me feel like I'm more at ease and I'm worrying about a thing. And I also have a good stamina where I can go out and hike and experience world. I'm a very active person, so I just like to travel around and just experience nature, for example. And I'm also not feeling like I'm missing out on anything with my family because I have more health and I can just be there for them and support them and help them. And now I just want to help you guys. So I'm no special person. I'm not some guru. I fucking hate that term. I'm just a normal Asian dude who tried a bunch of shit. What did work, what did not work, and now I'm just so pumped to know that I've been where you can relate to my story where you also been bullied because of you been overweight and a lot of people were talking trash to you and you're just young and just thinking, why is this happening to me? You're feeling embarrassed that this is happening and you just fed up and you want to make a change. So I'm here for you and just want to really share these tactics with you. So this is the how it looks like for my transformation. And these are some of the clients that I've also applied these strategies for. So you can see this shit works. And also a quick testimonial that a client of mine had. This is the one. So when she came to me, she was a bit hesitant in regards to investing, but eventually when she saw the transformation and also my own weight loss journey, she definitely believed that she wanted to invest and she booked a course with me and she finally got into the greatest shape of her life after 3 months. And even though it was very hard at times, of course it has to be that, but I also motivated her a lot for not giving up because it's difficult. But I always managed to give her feedback on her workout and diet plan so she can stay consistent and changing things up so she just keep being pumped. And she managed to go from yo-yo dieting and not working out for several years, quitting her membership, getting a new one to finally working out consistently 5 times a week. And I also know how to praise her just to make her keep it going on, and she felt like I was credible because I've been through the same shit as her and I could definitely be there and support her. So I'm just pumped for her. So if you're someone who has the highest weight you've ever been, you're so frustrated, you're not losing weight no matter what you're doing, I'll just love for you guys to just say in the chat that I feel your tone. I'm just ready to make a change. And I actually want to share this weight loss guide with you guys and try to imagine how much you're going to change in your life in the next year. So consider that this is your free ride, your fast ticket to go to Disneyland. So let's go. First of all, I want to start out with nutrition and macros because this is just the most important thing. Because if you don't know what the fuck you are eating and how food is impacting your health and your weight loss, you are not going to lose the weight. Because if you are someone who's not aware of what the best foods are, you are just eating a bunch of shit. That's of course automatically that you're feeling sluggish, you have no confidence, you don't have a lot of energy to do anything after work and you are feeling you have aches in your muscles because you don't know how to optimize, for example, your carbs or your rest days, and you feel like you are on a strict diet but you're not eating the foods you love, man, that's just shit. So let's just dive into this. So maintenance calories. Maintenance calories basically just how many calories your body needs to sustain its weight. And in order to figure that out, we have a macro calculator, which is this calculator.net. And that will take you to a page where you can see this. You just type in your age, gender, height, weight, activity, and maintain weight, which basically just gives you the amount of calories your body needs. And then you'll go to break down these calories into macros, which is just a um, diverse diversifications of the proteins, carbs, and fats, which is all the foods in different kinds of types. And I will always recommend 40-45% protein, 35-40% carbs, and 20% fat. But I'll get into that later and explain exactly why. So you get into a high protein diet, and the benefits of high protein diet is that you're feeling less hungry throughout the day. You don't have the urge to binge because you're just feeling satiated and you're feeling full. And it also boosts your metabolism in like 100 200 calories more a day because you are eating foods that accelerating your weight loss, and you're also going to build a fuckload of muscle mass. So the more muscle mass you have, the faster you will burn fat. So sometimes when you're on a weight loss journey and you have a lot of muscle mass, you're going to lose weight much faster than someone who is scrawny and doesn't have so much muscle mass. And it's easier for you guys to maintain your weight loss because if you feel hungry all the time, it's unsustainable to lose the weight. But if you're feeling full, it's just making good you feel like you don't need to eat a lot of food like snacking. And snacking is just one of the downfalls for a lot of people. And some protein sources. Canned tuna, turkey, bacon are some of the most cheap but also the most filling protein sources. And protein is also the most filling macronutrients of all them. And they have most protein, like 23 grams of protein per 100 grams of serving. Cottage cheese is also slow digestible, which is why I always recommend cottage cheese or Greek yogurt, eating that 1 hour before you are sleeping because it's slowly digestible, so you don't feel hungry throughout the night. It's just shit if you are not eating anything throughout before you're going to bed because you're just waking up being hungry and you just eat whatever the fuck you want. Yeah. And there's also fast digestible protein. For example, if you've been working out, you just need to have something in your system because you're depleting your glycogen stores, and through having the right amount of nutrition, you're going to help your body repair itself and building the muscle tissues you've been breaking down. And through the dieting and the rest, you're going to build more stronger and muscles and more muscle, and you lose weight much faster. And yeah, skin chicken breast is my favorite, but also eggs because this like chicken breast, I usually just prepare like 2 kilos of chicken breast every single week, and then I'm just taking it out. And of course, you also have to be aware that when you are weighing your food, you have to, of course, weigh it in a dry state because the difference in nutrition is very big, and also compared to when it's cooked. So that's just going to help you lose weight much faster because you're tracking your food, right? In regards to the chicken breast, yeah, of course, I just throw 2 kilo of frozen chicken into the oven and just cook it. And if you have chicken breast after that's cooked, that's the only thing that I am knowing how many calories there are. So per 100 grams of the chicken breast that's cooked, there's 110 calories and 23 grams of protein. And when it comes to carbs, man, I just feel bad for you guys who are low carbing because there are so many benefits of high carb diets. For example, if you're working out and you're going a lot, you're feeling a lot of inflammation in your joints, and that's just a shitty way to just live. So by having more carbs, you're going to reduce that inflammation in your muscle. And if you're someone who's an athlete, you want to run, for example, soccer players, they know exactly how many carbs they need to perform like 60, 90 minutes on the soccer field. So they are eating a fuckload of carb that is slow digestible and fast digestible to improve and have more stamina to run and play soccer. And it also helps you in regards to recovery when you're working out a lot, and you'll also have a fuckload of energy and for your work, and also when you're working out, but also after work, so you have more energy to do something fun instead of just being at home. And you'll also have more focus when you're at work because if you're not, if you've been working out, you're depleting your glycogen stores. So through high carb diet, you're going to replenish, you fill your glycogen stores again, so you have so much energy. It's like when you are a car and you drive it, but you don't have any gas in it. It's difficult for the car to drive. And you'll also sleep much better when you're eating something carb related. and a faster recovery. And there's a difference between simple carbs and complex carbs. So simple carbs like just sugar, cakes, bread without whole wheat, or it could be white pasta. So you have to combine that in a way that if you are just only eating complex carbs, you always want to feel hungry. But if you are and you need to hit your calories. So if you are, for example, eating fast digestible carbs, you're going to get in your calories, and it also going to help you hit your calorie deficit every single day. And complex carbs are more slowly digestible, where the release of the carbs is more spread out throughout the day and helps you make you feel more full instead of being hungry all the time. And if you're being hungry all the time, you're just snagging a lot, and that's fucking you over. And a list of carbs there: oatmeal, fruit, veggies, sweet potato, whole wheat bread, whole wheat pasta, fast digestible carbs, cereal, candy, ice cream, soda, juice. Yeah. And in regards to calories from the fats, I only stick to 20% because foods that are high in fat, they have a lot of calories. So if you just change it out with some foods that are less in fat, that makes you have more food to eat, feeling you fuller for less calories. And of course, it also helps you reduce your cholesterol, so your doctor is not bitching about you every single time you go to the doctor. And also reduce the risk of obesity, because if you're eating so much butter and you're eating so much steak, just like on the carnivore diet, man, that's going to fuck you over with being more diabetic. And power of fiber. So a lot of people are struggling with feeling hungry on their diet because they are not aware of like whole wheat and fiber. So fiber is basically just helping you feeling more full between the meals and avoiding snacking and binge eating and the yo-yo dieting, because yo-yo dieting is mainly just because you don't feel like you don't feel hungry, you don't feel full, and then you just eat a lot of different kinds of foods that is not on your diet plan. And yeah, I just recommend 20 to 40 grams of fibers in your diet. And if you're feeling bloated a lot, eating fiber will also help you. So you should now have laid the foundation to lose weight. So you need to figure out how many calories you need to create a calorie deficit. And calorie deficit is mainly just a way for you guys to understand that if you are eating less calories than your body needs to survive, it will automatically tap from its energy sources, fat sources, and that will just burn that fat. And you have to eat in a calorie deficit for a prolonged amount of time, like for a week at least, not 2 days. Because if you're doing that, the more consistent you're doing that, the more body fat your body will burn from your body, and that is going to help you lose weight. And to lose 1 pound of fat of weight every single week, you have to be in a 500 calorie deficit. And that could be from Monday to Sunday. So that's in order to lose a pound of fat of weight every single week, you have to be in a 3,500 calorie deficit. But you can also just say 200 calories deficit from the diet and 300 calories you're burning through walking or dieting. So that should help you lose weight. And you should stick to this calorie deficit for 2 weeks, because that's the amount of time it takes for your body to register that's in a calorie deficit. And yeah, you should also follow a high protein diet. So let's just get into why MyFitnessPal is an amazing way for you guys to create your own meal plans. So what you do is that you just go to MyFitnessPal, you create an account, premium subscription. Afterwards, you type in these informations because you want to be accurate in regards to who the person is, who this app is going to track and create meal plans. Let's say your calorie deficit is 1800, your carbs, fat, and protein. You already figured out the macros earlier. And when you've done that, you just go to a function that is called recipe discovery, which is only available for people who have in English speaking countries. So you have to go to your settings on your phone and change your language to English so you can get that feature. And this is an amazing tool because basically when you go to the MyFitnessPal, you can see the type of calories you have here. This is me, for example, 2600, and you can say protein, fat, and carbs. You type in the percent wise, and then you can get it into the grams. So the bar is just telling you how much calories you have consumed and how much is left, which is the empty bar. And you can create many different kinds of meal. You can just drag and drop the meal recipes. So it looks like this. And there's everything from gluten, high protein, and there's also an ingredient list of all the protein, all the foods you have to buy and how to prepare it, and creating a shopping list. And you want to make two meal plans where you're switching the plans every single day because that keeps your motivation high. It just sucks sometimes to just eat the same things every single day. It's not being sustainable. But this client of mine, she lost a fuckload of weight and became a lot more confident and actually got the boyfriend and promotion she wanted by following these strategies. So you can see her progress here. The first week, she just looks like this. And after several weeks, you can see how her booty is lifting up more because of the weight training and it's more firm. And also at week 12, you can see how her stomach is more flattened, her back muscle is popping, lower love handles is gone. She's very firm and tight right now, and she's way more heavy. And that's the only thing that I love. And this client of mine, she also lost a lot of weight during the 12 weeks and she changed her appearance a lot. She wanted to get back to the body that she used to have before, but it was very difficult for her. But after she's been working with me, she looks much better now and she has removed her love handles. You can see her stomach here on this side is also reduced. She looks more toned, healthy, and also her skin is very helpful because she's drinking more water and just filling her body with the right amount of nutrition. And she also told me that she could never get back to her body weight without me. And I was very disciplined to help her and always gave her the right understanding of how to eat correctly and how working out helped her losing weight and sustain that. So she was seeing a lot of progress fast. So I really loved that. So now I want to get to workout and how it affects your weight loss. So you have to understand that when you're working out, you have to focusing on something that is called mind-muscle connection, which basically just is you putting as much focus on muscle growth and creating a connection from your mind to the muscle group you are working out and fill the muscle with as much blood flow as possible so you can feel the tension when you're working out. Let me just give you an example that we already know how to squat. So if you're trying to squat, you have to picture there's a mental connection from your brain to the lower half of your body, where when you are like going down into the squat, you can feel the tension and the muscle fibers being worked, and you can feel the muscle being worked. That's what a lot of people are referring to the pump, where you are having full range of motion and you are breaking down all the muscle tissue through weight training, and that is going to help you build a lot of muscle in the long run. And then there's also cardio. What I would recommend is you using cardio machines like cross trainers or stationary bike because there's resistance, and I recommend low steady cardio, which is also a way for you to have some moderate resistance for a short amount of time, like 20 minutes of cardio after you're working out 4 times a week, because you are actually burning a lot of calories, and you also have to be aware of your intensity. Like have a sports watch where you're watching it 120, 150 pulse, because if you're not working out and you just be on the treadmill and you're just talking with a friend, you're not working out and burning enough calories. So why the fuck are you wasting your time being on the treadmill? You're not working out hard enough. Because at the end of the day, when you are working out with cardio, it's just a tool to burn fat even more and increase your stamina. But if you're not breathing heavily when you are doing the cardio. You're not pushing yourself. And I also want to touch upon water intake and need. And water intake, a lot of people who are in a calorie deficit, that's just that's a side effect that you're feeling hungry. But you don't need to actually feel hungry. You can trick your body into thinking that it's full by drinking 3 to 4 liters of water. And you have to spread it out throughout the day, because not only will drinking water help you reduce the hunger levels, but it also help you with your skin feeling more youthful. You will also have more energy and focus when you are drinking water, because let's just imagine that you are a marathon runner and you're running a lot, and it's fucking hot, and you're sweating a lot of the water out. 50% of your body is almost composed of water. So if you're sweating a lot of the water out and you're not getting it back, you're just dehydrating yourself and you just faint because of your body is not in the right temperature. And I also want to recommend that you're drinking most of your water before like 6 p.m. or 4 p.m., because otherwise you're just going to the bathroom too much, and that sucks and ruins your sleep. And in regards to need, this is also all the activities that is outside of the gym where you are going to like burn a lot of calories. For instance, you have to download an app on your phone, like Step app, and perform 6,000 steps every single day for you to create that calorie deficit. I talked earlier with 200 calories in a deficit through your dieting and 300 calorie deficit through cardio and also steps. And through that, you lose a lot more weight. And the benefits of walking is that it's it's not so intense. You're just walking, and it's not very stressful for your joints or your muscles. You're just having a good time when you're walking. And I just want to touch upon the sleep, that 8 to 10 hours sleep a day is definitely preferable, because there's a correlation between if you're sleeping poorly for like several days in a row, your cortisol level is going to increase. That's just a stress hormone. And the more stress you are experience, the more your body will hold on to the fat and store it. So that's why I want to recommend that you want to avoid that. And also in regards to the insulin, your insulin is just going to lower, which is basically just a way to transport the food around. So if you're not sleeping enough, you'll fuck over your insulin, and that will automatically make you store the fat, and you don't want that. So make sure that you get some proper sleep, and also, yeah, create a good environment in your sleep. Sleep the same day, sleep the same time every single day to get your body regulated to fall asleep faster. And my muscle connection, I already touched upon that you have to create a mental picture in regards to your brain and the muscle you are training, because if you understand where the muscles are, you're also going to have it's easier for you to picture where the muscle is, and you can break down the muscle through the exercises. So you're breaking down the muscle tissues, and through rest and diet, you rebuild these muscle tissues. So you're growing bigger, stronger muscle, and through having stronger muscles, you are going to build lose weight a lot faster. So that's why I'm saying that if you build more muscle, you can lose up to 100 or 200 calories a day just through increasing your muscle mass. And this is a technique that takes a long time to master, but it's like everything. The more you drive the car, the easier it is, and internalize all the things that you have to be aware of when you're working out. And I want to touch upon concentric phase and eccentric phase, basically just telling you that when you're doing a rep, you are just like this woman on the left side, where she is in the starting position with dumbbell shoulder press, and then you are inhaling, and then you are breathing out when you are like this, and then when you're coming down, then you are breathing in, and then you are pushing, exhaling 2 seconds, because the second part of the rep is the most traumatic, but also where it's promoting the most muscle growth. So that's why it's very important to have very good form. You have to watch the YouTube videos where you are perform the right form, because if you're not performing the right form, you're seeing like people who are doing bicep curls all the time. and they're only doing a half rep. If you are half-assing your reps, you only get half pros- results, and that limits your amount of time and results. And it's also about how intense the workout is and how much you are feeling you working out the muscle. Because if you're working beside some fucking dude who's just trying to pump his ego with lifting 100 kilos of deadlift, but you can see he's struggling with that. So what instead you should just maybe 50% of that and just really feel that you are feeling the muscle being worked, because that's mainly just what is helping you lose weight, building muscle and losing weight. And another thing is progressive overload and rep ranges. So I just combine this. So how you specifically doing that with progressive overload, that you're consistently trying to overloading your muscle with enough stimulus for it to be in a situation where you can break down the muscle tissues correctly, and then through dieting and working out and rest, through dieting and rest, you're going to rebuild these broken down muscle tissues so you can build more muscle and lose more fat. So let me just share you a workout protocol that I've been using for so long. So you start out with, for every single exercise, 4 set. First set, that is not something you like you're counting, but you pick some weight. If you're not familiar with weight training yet, you just pick one weight, let's say 10 kilos to squat, and then you just create this mind muscle connection where you are performing 12 to 14 reps to get some blood flow in. And the first set, you're trying to add a bit more weight to the bar, so it's a little more heavy, where it's like 10 to 12 reps with 12 kilos, and you really feel the muscle being pushed. And you have to understand, you have to get, it's not only about getting to 12 reps, but it's like you're forcing yourself to get to 12 reps. And then you feel like, okay, that's good. And then you increase the weight, so it's in 12, instead of 12 kilos, it's 15 kilos. And then you go heavy to 10 to 12 reps. But let's imagine that you can only hit 8 reps. That just makes you mean that you pushed yourself a lot. So instead of always increasing the weight, which is just not realistic, you just make a note where it says, next time I have to stay at 12 kilos instead of 15 kilos. So the next set, you just stick at 12 kilos and you just perform to failure, which basically is in my workout plan is like 8 to 12. So if you can hit 8 and you cannot do any more, that's basically just it. And you also have to be aware of the intensity when you're working out, which helps you work out faster. Like you don't need to spend as much time in the gym, and then you're just focusing on 60, 90 seconds pause, because the more intense your workout is, the more you build more muscle, and also making sure that you are burning more muscle, fat, sorry. Okay, so what I want to talk with you guys right now is just compound movement. That's basically just is like bench press or squat, where you're utilizing a lot of the muscle groups, and that mimics a lot of the real life activities. For example, if you are having a baby and you are doing dumbbell presses, you are doing like this, and you are that's mimics like when you're holding your baby and you're just pushing it up, and it's like you're trying the game where you are having your baby like fly. The baby just likes to fly like this. So that's very effective, because you're not only going to help you with the coordination, but also get more stabilized with your body, and also building a lot of strength that you can use. If, for example, if you have to help a friend move and you're very strong in deadlift, you can just push all the weight, and it's very easy for you. And I recommend 2 to 3 compound exercises at the beginning of the workouts, because that's where you have the most energy and you can break down the most muscle tissues and build a lot of muscle. So, for example, if you are weight training like your chest, like chest press or bench press, you're working out your chest, a bit of your front delt, and also your triceps, and also a bit of your core, because you have to be in a steady position. And yeah. So that's mainly just it. And isolation movements are afterwards, when you have been working out the compound movements, because mainly if you are been very taxing. These exercises of compound movement are very taxing. So you need to actually reduce. You cannot perform as many exercises left because you're just fucking tired. So isolation movement are just targeting single muscle groups. For example, if you are doing the chest press already, you're targeting like a lot of muscle. But with the cable flies like this dude is doing, he's like isolating his pecs here, where he's targeting different kinds of muscle fibers to make it grow even more. And that's a win-win situation. And I also want to share you guys a split that I've been using to lose weight. So what I'll just say is this is how my exercise are looking like. Here's the exercise, set, reps, time, and seconds. So on the left side, there's the type of name of the exercise. There's the YouTube link. You click and then you study it. And then here's the warm-up set. You take 4 sets. Warm-up set is not included. 16 and a half rep, 16 and a half kilos. Then you perform that for 8 to 12 reps and you push the weight out like you exhale it and then one, this is the first part of the rep and then you are breathing in again and then you're exhaling and lowering the weight like 2 seconds like so and you rest for 90 seconds and then you can perform like 8 to 12 reps but ideally 12 reps because you want to get blood flow out to the muscle. And then the first set, you increase the weight that is called progressive overload with 2 kilos. Then you perform that. You can take 12 kilos, 12 reps. That's awesome. But if you feel like you can only do like 8, that basically means that you've increased too fast and you just write a note 17 kilos the next time. And then you just say you stick to 17 kilos for the second set and that's all great. And then the third set, you try to increase it a bit more because you want to challenge yourself. Maybe you can only take 12 to 11 to 12 reps and it's failure. Then you just keep doing that. So that's just it. And here's another client of mine who lost a lot of weight and got a toned body in 12 weeks. And she managed to get more healthy than she's used to. She worked 12-hour shift as a manager and she's just been wanting to lose weight and feeling like her old self again or a new version of herself because she was just tired how she looked. So after she was trying to lose weight for a long time, she just finally figured out that she was amazed by my client's transformation and finally decided to invest into herself. And she mentioned that it was the best investment of her life because she finally got back to a really great body and keeping that way. That's very important. And she mentioned that she was working 12-hour shift and that's also a lot of hours she's putting in, but I was able to help her understand what kind of meal plans she should structure her day life so she could get enough energy to work out, but also working out before or after work and also just feeling fully recovered to being able to work 12-hour shift afterwards. And she used to have a lot of cravings, but not anymore because she definitely understood how she could reduce her cravings with high in fiber foods and higher protein. And this is my brother. Man, I love this dude. I've been friends with him for over 15 years now, but when he first met with him in university, he it was always fun, but sometimes when he was loving playing soccer, he said that he was a bit slower than usual and he wants to become more faster, but also be more confident. So I was just telling him that, yeah, I can definitely help you. So through the workout and dieting tips I've been sharing with you, he lost 30 kilos or 60 pounds in 10 months and kept it off for over 6 years. And people were just astonished when they were seeing him on the streets. They were like, who the fuck are you? Are you really Daniel? So then he was mentioned that I am so passionate about like helping you people lose weight and fitness, and I'm always there for people to if they have any questions in regards to losing weight or building muscle. And I'm also just pushing yourself because to be all front, I'm just a dude who's just like to be very straight to the point. And if I say you're doing shit, I tell it to your face, but I also make sure that it's constructive. And After that, he was able to get more confident when he was at work talking with clients and doing presentations. But he was also managed to getting dates and getting married. He's finally getting married this year. I'm so pumped for him. And also getting so many job opportunities. So he's definitely changed his life. So I want to talk about tracking your weight loss right now and why it's important. So if you want to lose weight, you also have to have a starting point and be aware of what the fuck you're doing. And the main thing is you want to lose as much weight as possible, but preserve the muscle mass because muscle mass is helping you lose weight faster. And you also want to, despite being in a calorie deficit, you want to have your hunger in check and also have your energy level stabilized throughout the day so you can work. But I'll get into 3 ways to track your weight loss. First off, you weigh yourself every Monday after the toilet visit, after you throw your clothes off, and then you just hop on the scale because the scale can be affected by different kinds of clothes you are having. So that's not advisable for you guys. And the next thing is you have to track the same weight every single week. And I don't advise you to weigh yourself every single weight day because you can just get caught up in the numbers and the weight can fluctuate every single day. Imagine that you are eating the 2 different kinds of meal plans I suggested, and there are different kinds of food. So for England, every single carb there's 4 grams of fat attached to that. So the weight will just fluctuate a bit. But if you also had a big meal the day before, there's a lot of water weight that can be attached to that. Or if you're a woman who have a period, naturally you just have a lot of water weight. You also have to take that into account. But I also want you guys to take a progress picture because the scale is just telling how much you're weighing, but it's not telling you how you're looking because looking how you're looking is like the most important thing when it comes to how you want to present yourself and how you want to feel good about yourself. So you have someone to help you take a progress picture. You take it front, side, and back, doing it in the same lightning because it's going to give you a more accurate reflection when you are doing that. And you do that every fourth week because that's enough time for you to follow your diet and nutrition and workout plan to see some results. And after 4 weeks, you can adjust, seeing if you want to lose more weight or build more muscle or what the fuck you want. And you just do that every fourth week because it just helps you stay motivated. So this is what it looks like. This client, she did it every single fourth week, and this is how she looks. So you can see a lot of changes because she had the same clothes on. Make sure you only have a bra on if you're a woman and some panties because it's just easier to see how your body is changing just like this. And if you have clothes on, how the fuck are we supposed to track your progress if we cannot see what's on? It doesn't matter if your face is like slim. Some people, their face is slim when they are skinny or when they are overweight. So this is how you're tracking it probably. And also, this is how you track it properly. So this is like her stomach. She got to reduce after 8 weeks and total fat and toned body. And also you can see the lower hands also gone. On this client, you can see reduce the stomach fat and also the fat from her thighs. And she looked toned and beautiful now and more confident in her complexion and skin is just being better. So you also want to track your body measurements because if you are losing weight, you are not only losing weight, you're also losing inches from your body. So some weeks you are losing some weight, but you can also just see if you're losing 500 grams. It can also be that you've been gaining a lot of muscle mass. So the scale is not showing that. So what you should be aware of is if you're losing a lot of weight inches from your waist, but you are getting bigger on top of your upper chest, your arms. That just basically means that you are building muscle. So you take a tape and you just measure this part of your body, like this chest, upper arms, waist, hips, thighs, and you track it. And do that every fourth week, just like with the pictures, because that's enough time for you guys to see some progress. Plateaus is basically just you working your face off and eventually just hit a bump where you are not losing any more weight. And that's totally normal. So what you do is that you adjust a couple of things for your body to think, what the fuck is happening? I'm used to this. Now I'm doing something different. So it just ramps up your calorie burning system. So you are just losing way more fat. So I'll just share how you do that specifically. So week one, type in your weight, work out 4 times, cardio 20 minutes after working out, 1800 calories, 6,000 steps. You just keep at it. And then if you're not losing weight anymore, you adjust it with 2,000 steps. So you are at 8,000 steps instead of 1800 calories, 1600 calories instead of 4 times working out, 5 times cardio, 5 times. So, as I mentioned, these are some of the women that I've been working with who transformed their body from week 1 to 12, and they feel a lot more confident. They're able to wear all the clothes they want and getting a lot of promotion. And I'm so pumped and honored that they were deciding that they were at the heaviest weight they've ever been. They tried every single fucking thing, and they finally lost the weight and kept it off. Kept it off is very important because you don't want to just waste all the time and effort you put into trying to lose weight and just gain it back. That's just shit. And yes, my client Daniel, he just also lost 30 kilos and 60 pounds in 10 months and kept it off 12 years. So I'm so pumped when I heard that he was getting more when he became single and he got a lot more days. I was just so excited for him because he deserves everything, and also him just being more confident at work and speaking up and wearing nice clothes, and clients just saying, "Damn, he's competent, this dude." And yeah, he's always been confident, but he's became more confident and portraying that confidence to people who's talking with because of he just feeling better in his body. So I want you guys to understand that this is not something fucking fan theory you are finding on Reddit or on Wikipedia. This is like proven system I've been using for the last at least 10 years where I've gone from working out one-on-one with my clients. They're getting amazing results, but there's only a cap of how many people you can help. So what I'm doing instead is just sharing this entire system with you guys to actually help you guys to lose the weight and keep it off because I can help more people. It's time proven, it's tested, and I'll share these strategies with you guys so you can finally also get the same results as my client. And if you're wondering, where the fuck do I start? I am just telling you that you are at the right place right now because you dedicated time and efforts into learning about this. And then you showing up just makes you realize how committed you are to the process. So I give you two options right now. You can do it on yourself. Of course, if you are at the beginning of your weight loss or if you just feel like this might work for you, you do whatever you want to do. But I also want to share you, this is just a sneak peek of what I am telling you in regards to how to lose weight. I'll dive way more into every single fucking thing that I'm going to help you. You guess all the questions you want to me with the proven path I have for you guys, where you can like lose the weight in 12 weeks or lose the 30 kilos in 8 to 10 months, just like my clients and myself. So that's just much better that you have to avoid all these headaches and guess around. So time is the most important thing that you have. You don't want to waste your time because if you're wasting time trying to do it on your own and you're not seeing success, the time from your family is not going to come back. And so I bought every single thing of what I've know into this program because at the end of the day, I just want you guys to lose weight and keep it off instead of relying on coaches every single week and just they are giving you a small piece of the puzzle. And after 12 weeks, they are just letting you hang because they did not teach you how to eat correctly, how to exercise correctly. And that's sometimes why coaches are getting a bad rep because those fuckers, they are not telling you how to like I'm giving you a metaphor. I want to teach you how to fish, not giving you the fishes. Idiots coaches who are giving them fishes like meal plans and diet plans without proper nutrition. That's just giving you fish. But I want to teach you how to be sustainable and lose weight and keep it off. So after you lost the weight, you can do what the fuck you want and just enjoy your life. So I really enjoy this. And yeah, I've been doing this for so long. I have a lot of expertise and I've experimented a lot and I've figured out what is the best way to lose weight and make sustainable for me and my clients. And that is also what I want to teach you guys. So these are the people, some of the people that I've helped with the before and after pictures. And I'm just curious to know if you would love to be the next dream client because I'll be honored to help you. And you can see this could maybe be you next time. And as I mentioned that Lena, she was at her heaviest weight she ever been. She was not quite happy with how she used to, so she missed her old body and what kind of clothes she was wearing. But after she lost all the weight, she got more relaxed and have a much better relationship with food. Her big issue was also her partner was not finding her attractive because she gained a lot of weight throughout the relationship. But after that, she's just so excited and she's also feeling much better with her skin being more healthy. So that's also a side effect if you're losing weight. Like if you have a lot of acne and through this workout plan, you're just getting a lot of acne gone. So that's great. So to be total upfront, I could work with a lot of clients just one on one, but I don't want to do that. I would rather just build a legacy business where I'm actually helping you guys who are very committed, where instead of you just thinking about excuses of why you're not doing that, instead I want proactive people who are actually looking for solutions to lose the weight and keep it off. So if you really want in, I'll just share the process with you. So as I mentioned, this workout plan and program is for people who are the heaviest weight they've ever been. You tried everything to lose the weight, but you're not losing weight no matter what the fuck you're doing. And you work out so much and you do a fuckload of cardio. Your health is at risk because of your weight. And your weight also makes you feel less confident when you talk with clients and doing presentations. And you don't want to rely on other people just like fitness coaches or others because that's just a shitty way to do that. So instead, I want you to understand that you can lose the weight and keep it off by eating the food you love and track your own progress and create healthy habits and exercises to change your mindset so you can lose the weight and keep it off. And by doing this, you're going to improve your health, feel very confident when you talk with clients, and you can also have more confidence when you're doing presentation and have a toned, lean body. And I'm here to support you. We're the community of like-minded people who are on the same journey slash like you. And you can get a lot of accountability and support and talk with me and just have feedback on every single thing you're doing. And so if this sounds like you, I would love to invite you into my program. I'm going to take enrollments. So for the next 3 days where I'll set aside time to talk with you. 45 minutes, we just jump on a Zoom call just like this. I am talking with you, just asking a couple of questions, just like what is your goal? Why is that your goal? I just want to learn about your weight loss journey because I want to learn about your struggles, goals, and if I think I can help you, I'll explain exactly how I can help you. And if I can, I'll just send you whatever resource that might be helpful to you as well, so you don't waste your time. So that's mainly just it's just a casual talk on Zoom, just talking. And yes, so if you really want to be a part of this program, you just have to apply by clicking this link. I can only have 5 calls a day, but I also know that some people are watching the replays of this, so I'll just make a post and drop the Calendly link in the chat and or in the Facebook post, but also in the comment section so you can book a call. So that's mainly just it. So I really appreciate you for sticking around and talking with me. Thank you.